Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. We're into the final home straights. We're on number 21 of 24. There have been 2 a week all the way through from September, Mondays and Fridays, and we've still got a few more to go. And this is today's project. So it could be that you are now in the final straights of prepping gifts for people, gifting, or maybe you've got paper that you've got left over and you're not sure what to do with it and you've only got the odd sheet here and there. But this is a gorgeous box that uses 12 by 12 paper, 30.5 by 30.5 centimetres. Finished dimensions of it, 2 inches by 3 inches by 8 inches, which is 5 by 7.5 by 20 centimetres, and just gorgeous. Right, let me move that out of the way and bring in my paper. So this is the Frosted Florals paper, which is just beautifully shimmery. You can see it shining in the light and it's beautiful on every single sheet of it. It's just gorgeous. Love it all. Okay, so on the first side, score it at 2, 5, 7 and 10 inches. Which in metric is 5, 12.5, 17.5 and 25, and then turn it round and score it at 2 and 10, which is 5 and 25. Now you don't need to write all the measurements down, everything's written on my blog. If you click open the description bar here, you will see it there, you'll see all of the links there. And obviously to shop as well, because you know what, if you haven't bought this, go get it while we still can. Okay, so, and we're into December as well now, which means that anybody, any demonstrator can now start shopping the Spring-Summer catalogue, and any new demonstrator, so any new demonstrator joining my team can also shop the Spring-Summer catalogue. It's a wonderful perk of being a demonstrator. And I have demonstrators in my direct team in the UK, obviously where I'm based, but also in France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. So shout if you'd like to join, or if you want more information about joining and getting the Spring-Summer catalogue stuff and celebration goodies. Oh, look, at the kitten's just appeared. She's going to get up on my window and shout at the birds, I think. Okay, so that's all my sides burnished. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, look, you can see it definitely very well there. Berry, come on, shift your bum. Okay. She's curious. Okay, so on this side, where we've got all of these measurements here and all these score lines, we're going to cut all the way up there. Oh! Hello. Right, let's shift you off. Go play. That's it. I wasn't expecting her to turn around and headbutt the scissors. She nearly lost her whiskers. She's gone to investigate my cardstock. Okay, so those have all been cut and separated. We're going to do the same round here. That was the postman. He's making my doorbell jangle on my phone. At least I'm assuming it's the postman. Okay, so they're separated all sides. Okay, so you want to put adhesive in what are the square tabs. So you can see there's a rectangle and there are squares. Put the adhesive on the squares. I'm going to grab my fast fuse because it's here and I miss it very much. And you don't want to watch me fiddle around with tear and tape. So, and you can make a cardstock version of this. If you've got a heavy gift that you're giving, make a cardstock version of it. Because this probably wouldn't hold up to something super heavy inside. This is for scarves and things and light treats. Okay, so that's, I'm beginning to form the box, the base. So that's the base all put together. And now the lid. I've just realised I completely forgot to get my ribbon out. There we go. So that will close up like that. Let me go and scooch down other end of my office and get my ribbon that I can't see. I can see it. There it is. So this is the lovely silver-edged ribbon. I love this stuff. Oh, just gorgeous. And I'm going to tie a bow, and it doesn't matter where I position my bow initially, I'm going to slide it around to make it be in the right place. Gosh, look at that. I ought to talk when I'm tying bows. Maybe I could tie them then. Or maybe it's just practice and I've got better over time. There we go. So I'm going to slide that to where I want. Just about there, I think. Okay, I've got one stamp set, and then I've got a completely different framelit set. So this, the Frosted Bouquet, goes with this suite. Beautiful Blizzard does have its own dies, but I wanted the sentiments from this and the dies from this. So I'm going to grab this one out, and I've got a piece of silver foil just here. So I'm going to die cut first and then stamp after. And I'm going to try and do this upside down so it makes life easier. And hopefully that's cut out first go. Yes, it has. Brilliant. Well, it mostly cut out. There we go, it's fine. And then that one there. When you die cut intricate dies upside down, don't ask me why, but for some reason it cuts them better. There we go. And that's the other one cut. I can hear sorrel parading around now. There we go. Right, let's move those out of the way. And then my stamping. Now, I haven't cut my piece of paper because I've shown this in the past, but I haven't shown it for a while. And I determine what size panel to cut based on basically the greeting. So I use this one for if a hug were a snowflake, I'd send you a blizzard. So I pulled out the stamp, and measured it on my grid paper. And I'm going to go with the other one, a different one this time. And this one says, snowflakes are unique in their own beautiful way. So if I measured that up, I need cardstock that is 2 by 1.5, but actually I want to stamp round it. So I'm going to go 2.5 by 2 inches. So that is going to be, no idea in centimetres, I'll tell you in a second. That's going to be 5 by 6.5 centimetres. So I've got my piece of Whisper White. And I'm going to grab a block. Oh, that wasn't the block I wanted, but it's just fallen out, so I'm going to grab it anyway. And I've got Coastal Cabana because that is, well, it's kind of tranquil, tidy, kind of Coastal Cabana-y, kind of all sorts of colours. So I'm going to stamp into the centre on this one. Okay, is that the right colour? It is the right colour, that's fine. And then that you can see these little snowflakes here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp and then stamp off, ink it up, stamp, stamp, and you can see that's the kind of colour I want, or maybe even that palest one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. So I've got the same colour but different, and that's exactly what I did on this one. So I've got the darker colour as the main part, the full colour, and then I've got the paler underneath. Okay, so I'm going to get some dimensionals. I'm going to put one in each corner and then decide where I'm going to put my little sprigs. I think I want one there, and I think I might have that one drifting off as well. So what I've done is I've kind of stuck them to the back there, so they're sticking onto the dimensionals. And there we go. Lovely. Perfect gift box for somebody. At least I think so. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.